It's gorgeous. Saw moose, saw bear.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to issue out bear spray because they were running into grizz while they were up there cutting lines. So all different things you have to think of and prepare for.
Oh my God. Well, what an experience.
Yep.
That's not baby food, that's big league.
Yep. Yeah, and it's a whole different tempo than what we do down here. So
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a learning curve.
And you loved every minute of it.
Yes, I did.
Never stop learning.
Nope, never stopped learning, and I was the lead liaison on the stakeholder meetings and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So
That's impressive.
got a lot of good experience. Learned a few things like computer wise, like how to be a little bit more efficient on some of our resource tracking, and then I showed them a couple tricks on it, like the undersheriff Jason showed me how to find phone numbers for people because we don't have a CAD system and we can't just call dispatch and be like, hey, we need the numbers for these people. So Jason has a free backdoor way to do it. And
Really?
so it's called Family Tree Now. And all you do is you type in the name and you know where they're located, and we can find all the location records off of cadastral. And then it'll pop up, you know, if you're what phone numbers are associated with that name, and so then you just start with the first one and just kind of cold call your way down until you find the right one, and that's how you. I mean, it's kind of cool.
Is that for evacuation or?
Well, so when there's any landowners that are affected in a fire like that of that size, we call them stakeholders.
Okay.
So we do a 1 mile buffer around where the fire currently is. So we try and get a hold of the landowners or management, you know, agencies that are in charge of it. And then we have meetings with them daily, you know, giving them kind of update of what the fire's doing, what we're doing, if they have any questions, concerns. And then of course get a hold of like the commissioners, the emergency managers, you know, and bring them all in. So everybody's on the same page, so it's more streamlined. And then, you know, we're an open book, so then when you get people online, they're being like, oh, you know, it was the satellite green laser that started the fire, or, you know, it's like, you know, try and weed that stuff out.
All right.
And then we also hosted a public meeting while I was up there, so we had to prep to have people come in. So we had 42 members of the public, you know, that came in. So it was a really good experience, and you know, I thought we were pretty good on this side, and we are good compared, you know, to others locally, but there's a lot more that we could be doing with our program. So
Well, excellent.
that's kind of going to
You
be our
didn't say
plan.
stuff like ain't gonna happen or.
Yep, yeah, we never
"We ain't
say
doing
that
nothing till
stuff.
somebody pays us or something like that.
Yep, don't say those words.
But you're saying that satellite green lasers do not start fires up there, or they do
You
here?
would think that.
Well, that's what someone posted, is that it was, you know, it was the lasers from space, like in Hawaii.
Jewish space lasers,
Yep.
that type of, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, just that
Yeah.
kind of crackpot
You know, that
stuff.
kind of stuff you shouldn't even respond to.
No,
It's just like things that happen here on the Roundup Facebook site.
mm-hmm.
You should just simply, no response.
Yep. Yeah, and as soon as you engage on them, then it just opens a whole new can of worms. So we just put out accurate, factful information, and then allow people to make their own determinations. Because yeah, as soon as you start engaging, then it just goes from there. But so that was my role. Darren is off today.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep. So he gave me a list. So Monday, he sat in and assisted with dispatch interviews. So they had 4 candidates. And then he participated in the weekly fire restriction meeting for me.
Okay,
Our fuels in our area are still looking okay. However, Stillwater, and Bighorn did go in stage 1 restrictions this week. Right now, I think by us keeping the burn system off, we're doing fine managing a couple of our fires over the past week and a half have been lightning caused, or sparking chains along the highway. Crews have been able to get on them and keep them very well contained.
okay.
I believe the largest one this week while I was gone was like 4.5 acres. Everything else was an acre or less.
Part of what's contributing to this is the watch stations? or-
Yep, the staff stations.
Yeah.
Yep. Getting on them very quick, very fast with lots of people. It's working great. I did get an email, we are reallocated for 12 firefighters again, so those, assignment numbers will be going out as soon as we're done here. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Darren got, all the fire reports entered and taken care of. Had several people coming in asking some address questions, so he was able to take care of them. And then next week, when I have a little more rest, I'll meet with Darcy, cause there's a little confusion, I think, on what the treasurer thinks we do versus what we actually do. So, we don't maintain a list of who owns what property,
Okay.
because there's no way that we can do that, because we're not a title company, it's
Yeah,
not our
just
job.
because you do these maps, if you
Yep.
can have that.
Yep,
And the
so,
addresses or
Yep.
whatever.
so all we do is maintain the data point on whether there is an assigned, address at a specific location.
Okay,
And then we'll send a verification address with it. So there was a person came in that asked if 6 Rouch Road was a verified address. So he looked it up in the system, 6 is verified, so he gave him a letter stating that, yes, it's verified. They came up here and they don't own the property, they own right across from 6, but the people at 6 allow them to send their mail there. And they've been doing that for, I guess, decades. So there was a little discrepancy on, you should have gave them a verification letter, is like, but our job is just to say, yes, this address exists in the system. We don't care who owns it.
yep, gotcha,
So-
gotcha.
Let's see here. Darren, is working on the bid package, so he said he came to talk to you guys last week. Now he's got the complete package, so the people that are requesting it, they'll send them with the rules and regulations. So state DES got that to him yesterday. There's it's a 12-page edition or appendix with all the FEMA rules and regulations. And one thing that has changed this go around from the previous time we did it is everybody bidding on it has to have a SAM unique identification number. So some of the smaller people probably don't have that yet. So, but I did see Darren putting it out for, it's a full month
Okay,
as opposed to 2 weeks, so that'll give people a chance to get their
Get
number.
one.
Yeah. And the main reason for that is since the feds have transitioned from DUNS number, which most people do have a DUNS number, they went to the UEIs, so. We did see the A101 came in yesterday for $525,738.92.
so we got paid?
So we got paid. So,
Hallelujah.
hallelujah.
I was on the hook for that.
So now we're at net zero, so we're good.
Okay, good
So-
work, good
Yep,
work.
yep,
Okay,
there-
that's
there-
worthy of a star.
Yes, I will tell Darren he got his star. And then again, going back to the bid, so Darren completed the package and submitted to state DES for their final approval and blessing. So once they say yes, on Monday we'll start shipping out emails. Darren will bring up, how many copies do you think we need up here for someone who might just randomly come in?
3?
3? Okay, so we'll bring up some hard copies up here.
When you describe that though, I used to be a contractor, and sometimes you'd get like these jobs, and they would have these, all these FEMA regulate, you know, they'd scare you away from it. You go,
Mhm.
I don't think I wanna do that.
Yeah, it's all, like, all the requirements are the same other than that new
Yeah, they-
UEI
yeah,
number.
you-
But it just has to be clean fill that's put in it from a certified, you know.
Which is good, you don't
Yeah.
want people bringing hazardous waste in.
Exactly. And you know, it
That has
has,
happened before.
it has to, well, that and coming from like an uncertified, you know, pit, you know, so now you're in violation of historic preservation and
Yeah, yeah.
so.
It's fascinating thing to read if you ever get through it.
Yeah. I'll chat GPT it and have it condense it for me. So, but that's kind of been, well, my 7 days gone, cause I was gone last Friday as well,
Mhm.
so. But any other questions,
No, I
comments,
had-
concerns?
I had a therapy session with Darren, he's great therapy. I
Good.
unloaded him on this 911 committee,
Okay,
and he'll fill you in, but, it's just, we need to get you chairman of that and get that.
get that rolling.
And what I told Ron is gonna do is, you know, I told Ron that do not put this all on Mako. I said, waiting for them to come up from Helena to look at you. I said, they're gonna tell us to follow the law and talk to our county attorney. I said, but if they'll come up and look, fine. But he was gonna, basically, there's two options. One is dispatch expands and the sheriffs move into the ambulance barn, or dispatch moves to the ambulance barn. And I said, we kinda need that if we're gonna ask Mako about it, you know. So he was gonna work on that, so. Anyway, but Darren was great therapy. Let him know that,
Good. Yeah, he's a pretty good sounding board.
yeah.
He's definitely heard more than he's needed from.
No, he's good, and you know, I was responding to Cheryl Ramsey's email saying, look, we've talked about resurrecting this committee since May. Here we are, so.
Yep.
And then the other option, just so you know, is to do nothing.
Yeah, I don't like that
And
option.
I've been, it's like, hey, why are we doing this? And so it's just something to, and then I told him, our thoughts are is if there's a deadlock, you can escalate the issue to the commission.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, moving forward with what we planned, I think is 100% the best way.
excellent, excellent.
Carry on.
Because, oh, and I
We'll
did,
take that with you.
since we are talking about that, I did send Cheryl apology email. I did neglect to do something. So, at the
Well,
beginning of the fire season,
We
we
will
changed the
take care of
substation
town, this is
policy
how we'll do
to
it.
where
We will
when they're
bring
staffing,
everything
they will
that's
get on radio and let
inappropriate
dispatch know that, hey, we're staff stations.
Spiffed.
I didn't tell her the purpose of why we're doing that. So yesterday, when I was still up at the incident, I got a call from dispatch asking, hey, are you back in town yet? I'm like,
And we also
no.
have
And they're like,
issues that.
oh, well, we have possible smoke. Just, do you want us to page everybody out, or how do you wanna do that? And I was like, does Bull Mountain have staffing going on today? And they're like, well, yeah, they called in. I'm like, we'll go ahead and send them out. Well, that's the purpose, is so they know which jurisdictions are staffed. And if they have something like that, just send them directly, be like, staff stations, go to this location, possible report smoke. You know, then we're not tying up a deputy to head out there, or, you know, paging everybody out for, you know, mine coal dust. type thing.
Good.
Oh, great, that's great.
You need to be phone home.
Yeah, we will, just feel a little more relieved knowing that you just want to.
Oh, I'm already blamed.
So Mike, what the hell are you, I didn't approve you leaving.
I told him he didn't have to go. I told him he didn't have to go. I have to have an MRI and he thinks he's gotta be there.
Well, you probably
I'm a
should
big
be
girl,
there.
I can do it, but I
Yeah.
can't drive myself home.
That's a worthy, that's a legitimate.
Yep.
Surprisingly, I would approve that.
Take off all your jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a million of them.
all
Take
of
off all your jewelry.
You know, my dad had an MRI and he freaked out going into that thing.
I go to sleep.
Oh, I do
Really?
too, I count the
I
miles. I
like
count the
myself.
bangs and things.
I go
They
to
do
sleep.
say that that's it.
He asked me.
I
if
did
was
really
east or
good until
close
they got to,
road. I
like,
said,
there was
"No,
a
just
certain
relax."
frequency that when they were spinning it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Well, see, I could deal with that, but I like felt like I was cooking, like I just started getting really hot and sweaty and they warned me that, you know, there's certain ranges for certain people that they'll feel that way. And then once you go up or down in frequency, then
They
it's
said they don't
better.
have this.
Yeah.
Isn't that
They
amazing?
can
Just
even
stuff like
those
that.
eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes you hot.
That's when I found out I had a broken back
Before he
from
does-
work, so.
Takes it out. and lets it sit.
That's good. Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I went through.
Then I went to the back doctor and he's like, all right, do you want disability or do you wanna go back to work? You're young. And I'm like, I wanna go back to work. He's like, all right.
Those are cute.
And that's where your future took a dive.
Exactly. Then
You
you,
have no idea.
then you ended up with me. To think I could be home just sitting on the couch.
That's when I had, you know, go to school or work on the roofing crews. I went to work on the roofing crews, and that's kind of their, you know,
Refuse.
that's where I made my
Oh,
mistakes.
You specifically pounded
Oh,
this,
I found out I break.
Well, I have a
this
key
is
to
how
And
the
then all
shall
after
I have a
that,
key
it went away.
Nelson. I
That
must
is
have-
amazing, that is amazing.
Great that it went away.
Well, surgery helps, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the fact that they got it all.
Tuesday afternoons and Saturday mornings.
Absolutely. Oh,
I've been
one more
there.
thing.
I've been there.
So with my deployment, I got the invoice back, so fire council will be getting $1,000, for payment for me being up there.
Well, I
Okay.
am
So-
the final.
And that goes to you, right?
That goes to fire
It doesn't
council.
show up.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I get my own wage, but since I use a county
Okay,
vehicle,
we got-
the county
Okay, very good.
benefits, so it's part of that.
So you just need to let Darcy know that
Okay, I'll let her know.
when she gets it, what code you want, who you
Yep.
want it to go. And Justine, she's normally here, but, you know, you might email her, that's great.
Yep.
I heard you made a lot of money, is what I heard. Cause I told Justin that we didn't think that was appropriate. Making money off the misfortune of fires.
Yeah.
No, it's an incredibly serious effort and I'm very proud, you know, to send you. I mean, honestly, I think you do the county well.
I appreciate that. And as I was leaving my boss, Terry, he pulled me aside and he's like, all right, get rest, get stuff done you need to, and ask your commissioners again, because you'll probably be my first call if we go again. I'm like, okay. So,
Well, you do get a wealth of knowledge, but it's also, you know, you're doing a hell of a service. I mean, it's serious.
What size are you?
It's not made for everybody.
no. And then
You are
it's
size
fun, hard, long days. Start at 6 in the morning and we
Okay.
get off at 10 at night. Every day.
Just plan
See
on
that
it.
one too?
This county has far too many resources, and you're one that we can do without.
Mike, did you say that out loud? We talked about that. Don't sugarcoat it.
Oh, yeah.
We
That makes you
can
feel good.
learn from Mike.
It's our new saying, we can learn from Mike, but it's
Yeah.
Mike G, but actually.
Well, now it could be Mike T.
I'm gonna say or T.
Mike G
I'm just
or
gonna say we
T.
can learn from Mike.
No, just put, we can learn from the mics.
The
There you
mics.
go.
We can learn from the mics. We're gonna get this sign, abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
I really wanna do that.
I wanna get that one, I'm gonna find that one.
But like I said, we will catch hell for it if we do it. It'll be,
Oh, yeah.
people will go, oh, what a bunch of clowns or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like another, newspaper letter.
Yeah, like we've had in
Called
the
you
past.
before, yeah.
Of course you got one like
Anything.
All right, well, very good, rest, get some rest.
Will do, and yeah, if you guys need me,
that. You can have with the baby.
yep, that's kind of the plan, huh, buddy?
Yeah. Big yes.
All right, time to stand up and say goodbye. Okay.
I saw your other son, man, he's big.
Oh, he's massive, isn't he?
And he seems really good, you know, very conscientious.
Yep, He is a gentle giant.
You know, when he has to do the reading, you can tell he's really kind of nervous, but he does it.
He does it,
you
yep.
know. Excellent.
Yep, 6'4",
What?
size 15
Yeah, he's bigger,
shoe.
he's bigger than you, isn't he?
He's
taller.
an 8th grader.
Oh, my. Okay.
He's taller than you, isn't
6'4".
Yeah, he's taller than him.
Yeah.
he? I looked down and said, oh my God.
Yep, and then, this was the best part, like, you can tell he's growing, so we got home, and he made himself 2 pork tacos, and then he cooked dinner for everybody, cause he loves cooking, and so he made this, peanut beef, Chinese deal,
Nice.
and cooked it all up, and he ate half of it, and it was, you know, it's a meal big enough for 7. is what it said. I was like, okay. And then half hour later, kid you not, comes up and he grabs 2 apples and like, are you still hungry? He's like, yeah, a little bit. I'm like,
He's
okay.
growing, he's a growing kid.
He is growing. So
Does he play football?
he does.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah,
And of course he's 8th grader, so he's playing
Mhm.
against he could 7th and 8th graders.
7th grade.
Yep, and but some of the varsity kids walk by him and he dwarfs the varsity kids. So
Does he like it? Does he like it?
he loves it.
God, maybe you guys will be multi-millionaires in the NFL.
Either NFL, I know basketball ain't gonna be his thing, I mean, he's got my shooting ability unfortunately, so he's got none. But, or he's gonna do really good at track,
Oh, really?
so, and he loves shot put and disc, so.
Okay, that's good stuff.
Also, we had
Yep, and my dad, he wanted to know, so he actually measured his wingspan, so he's 6'4" in height, but he's got a wingspan of 6'7".
Oh, God.
So he might grow a little further
And he
than.
might grow a little further, so.
Pretty soon you're gonna have to kind of be careful not to upset him.
So, I know I told you like a couple months ago we were wrestling and he kind of picked me up off the floor. We did it again before I left and was wrestling and he was in a full sitting position and he picked me up with me hooked in up to his back.
He's only in 8th
And
grade.
he's only in 8th grade.
good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, hopefully he develops an attitude.
he's got to get a little bit of a mean streak in him.
He does seem really nice, but I don't know. Something, you guys are doing something right, that's all I can say.
Yep, I tell Val it's all her genetics. You know, you gotta inflate the wife's ego. Right?
All right.
Alright guys, have a
Thanks,
great weekend.
appreciate it.
That's right, buddy. Bye. I'll get those off. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, you guys have a great
You're
morning.
not leaving.
Well, did you learn
What's that?
anything?
You're not leaving, are you?
We're going to lunch.
Alright,
Yeah, if you wanna go.
I go to lunch. I'm gonna go register a vehicle real quick.
Okay.
I'll join you for lunch.
Yeah, we're gonna
We'll
probably go to the
we'll be
grill.
down at the Grand probably.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, we gotta wait 11:45, right?
Yeah. Oh,
For who will be here? Dawn?
oh, John Hussar.
Oh,
They told him to come back at 11:45.
Did he say why?
He never does.
Now, who is that person that was here, that Jeremy?
Jeremy House, he's actually running for sheriff in Sean. He's got a resume that, he's got a tremendous amount of experience.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He was on Billings and, he introduced himself at the, Republican Committee, and Jason introduced himself, Jason Bedrock. And, yeah, he's been involved in some pretty serious law enforcement. Remember, you can't judge a book. You know, honestly, what I have learned,
Oh,
nothing is what it seems. Nothing.
well, that's true.
And I've been humbled by that so many times, like, my God, nothing is, even when you think it's good. I mean, sometimes it's like, you know what? So,
I've never ever seen him.
Yeah, he's been here a while. I've seen him out when we've been moving cows and stuff at Turley's. I think he lives in Nelston or somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they did get our letter in there. That should, I haven't heard anything, and this goes out on Wednesdays, right?
Thursday,
Okay, so they will probably hear stuff now.
you might hear something.
But see, this is the stuff they did that is kind of weird.
What did you?
So, you know, here's the letter, and then this doesn't match. This indents, and
The
then,
indents, yeah.
and then
She
this
didn't
is-
format properly.
but the letter didn't look that way to Dane's. But we say a lot in this letter.
Yeah, it's pretty, she did publish the whole.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that, and she wrote Appendix A.
Well, I didn't read last week's, I looked at last week's paper, but I didn't read all the Crow revenue things in there. I should go back and read it. And then
Yeah, it'd be
read the
interesting,
letter.
it'd be interesting.
Because I was like, I was irritated because she didn't put one of my articles in. I'm like, ooh, ooh. It was all this beat down fight stuff. I'm like, oh, ooh. But
Yeah,
I'll
you
have
know,
to go
that,
back and look at it.
yeah,
I hate that emphasis on fighting and all that crap. I'm like, whatever.
well, yeah, sometimes we have too much
We have too much
unnecessary
anger.
controversy.
Huh?
Unnecessary controversy.
We have too much anger in the world. We don't need to emphasize fighting and all this
Well,
anger.
I agree with you with that, I really do.
But
It's amazing how things get twisted too.
I'll go back and look at it and then read your letter.
Yeah, I'd be interested in what you think when you're done reading
Yeah.
it. And I think, and especially if you see punctually, no, I'm just kidding.
I will.
Yeah, you will, I know you will.
Well, the thing is, with me, with writing, especially in print, misspelled and punctuation just,
No, they do,
Boom.
they do stand out and they
They
should, but
stand
this
out.
shouldn't have had any because it's been through the ringer.
yes, it
In
just jumps
reviews.
out at me. And
Oh, that's okay.
that-
I had a professor say, you know, he said you have, it's gonna sound strange, he said you have these brilliant points to make, but your spelling and your punctuations make you look like an idiot.
There you go.
And I'm like,
You can have the most brilliant thoughts in the world, but if you misspell every word and use your punctuation improperly, it makes you look, like you said, it makes you look stupid.
And you know, I had Latin, you can learn a lot about the English language with Latin.
Well, English language, all the Romance languages, and then English and Anglo-Saxon all go back to Latin. And if you know, I took 2 years of Latin in high school,
Me too.
and then,
We had
but yeah, so you can learn a lot from other languages about English.
yeah. Well, I learned a lot
And
of
if you have a
Latin.
good English teacher who teaches you about punctuation and grammar.
Oh, I didn't pay attention in that, but I did pay attention in Latin, because we had a really good Latin, Mrs. Torter.
Mm-hmm.
But she raised the bar. You were
Oh,
expected, you know, you didn't do your homework, or you didn't know what was
You
going
were in
on.
trouble. But did you ever have to diagram, dreadful diagramming of sentences with noun and adjective and verb and
I don't
adverb
remember
and all
doing
that
that.
stuff? Oh, that was dreadful.
Well, that's a whole different science, you know, beyond
Oh,
that.
that was horrible. That was horrible. Oh, that is horrible.
I can't say, so.
Ugh, nuts. But, yeah, that was a horrible, horrible ordeal in school. You'd have to take apart a sentence, and it was a certain thing you had to do with the diagram with what is the noun, what is the verb, what is the adverb,
Yeah,
and
that
the
would teach you
adjective.
though, wouldn't that teach you? That would definitely teach you.
That teaches you how to make a
I
good
never had
sentence.
that, I never did that.
Oh,
But, you know, I think I was dyslexic because I didn't like to read. You know, a lot of people read, and it just wears me out.
well, Well, they had I read, or heard, or read, whatever. Half of the people now